Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes.
Now the stage is set for the Subway Series between the Yankees and Mets. Oh, what a relay throw by Derek Jeter.
It's Carino, left field, base hit. Yankees win game one. The barrel of the bat comes back at Roger Clemens, and he fired the bat back toward Piazza.
Scott Brocious with a towering home run. Goodbye home run. First pitch homer for Derek Jeter.
Out the middle. Base hit. Brocious will score, and the Yankees lead. Piazza gets into one to center. Back is Brian Williams. A three-pitch. The New York Yankees, for the third time in a row, fourth time in 5 years, and 26th time in franchise history, they are the world champions.
It is a day to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the 2000 World Championship team at Yankee Stadium. And it is a day to celebrate as well the legends of the game and of that team, like Roger Clemens, a first-time Old Timers Day participant this afternoon. Bob Lorenzi, Jack Curry with you all afternoon. Rocket wanted to go out and throw BP, and he was getting after guys.
Roger was excited for today, as is every player that we talked about. Of course he's going to throw behind the hitter, Bob. He's going to have some fun. By the way, Roger said, can we put Old Timers Day to the side and just call it Reunion Day? He does not want to be called an old-timer, Bob.
Johnny Damon, by the way, needs to get a good shampoo and conditioner endorsement. Bernie Williams was wowing the crowd for both sides of the plate.
Yeah, as always, Bernie, as affable a player as you will ever meet. And just hanging around the batting cage before this game begins, Bob. It's a throwback in time for all of those players. Mike Stanton turned to me and said, was it really 25 years ago? Mike, it was.
Time flies like a drone over Yankee Stadium and inside and outside of Yankee Stadium. And we'll bring you those images all day today as we welcome you inside Yankee Stadium and our Old Timers Day pregame show presented by Untuckit. Good to have you with us. Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry with you. We'll have interviews from some of the legends of that 2000 World Series team. But again, Jack, when you look at what this day means, and again, the crowd filling up, this is what the guys come out for. They want to play the game, and fans want to see them play it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for all of those former Yankees to come back and celebrate a championship, because we all know how hard it is to win a championship. That 2000 team, Bob, it had won 3 in a row, 98, 99, and 2000. And I want to remind folks about what happened during the regular season. That team lost 14 of its last 17 games and suddenly turned into a team that was maybe the favorite to win the World Series, to a team that had a lot of question marks around it. And when you look at how resilient that team was in October, that's what stands out for me.
So you talk about resiliency, but you can also talk about pressure. And I know you've detailed this with a lot of the players from that 2000 team as we take a look at what they were able to accomplish. Not only winning the Subway Series, but Jack, in a way, they had to win the Subway Series against their crosstown rival.
Right, it was the first Subway Series in 44 years. The pressure was heightened after the Yankees were able to take care of the A's and the Mariners to get to the World Series. Now you're staring across at a team that is less than 10 miles away from you, the New York rivalry. And what I remember about that time, Bob, is obviously your passionate baseball fans were locked in. But even if you weren't a baseball fan in the tri-state area, all anyone was talking about was Yankees versus Mets. Picking up your dry cleaning, buying a bagel, stopping to get some gas. The conversation was Yankees and Mets, and the Yankees had to win that World Series. The Mets were more of the upstarts with Bobby Valentine. The Yankees were the favored team, and I remember Joe Torre and several players, whether it was Paul O'Neill, Tino Martinez, David Cohn, they all talked about the pressure that was on them to make sure they could win that World Series.
Well, Joe Torre skippered them to that 2000 World Series championship, as well as numerous others. Just a few minutes ago, Meredith Marakovits had the chance to talk to the skipper on the field.
Thanks, Bob. I'm with a man who needs no introduction, but we're going to do it anyway. Joe Torre. Joe back in the Bronx here. Just how exciting is it for you to be reunited with some of that 2000 team?
Well, when you walk in the clubhouse and you see O'Neill and you see Posada and Andy Pettit, and, it all of a sudden, the past comes back and, puts a smile on your face because you really did some special things with some special people.
What about the past, that 2000 team in particular, stands out to you?
Well, first off, you could see it developing. We probably had the toughest time getting into postseason in 2000. For some reason, we just couldn't win enough games, but, the Red Sox were losing. So it helped us. And, when you're thinking about, Yankees and Mets, and it doesn't matter who's a better team, the Yankees are supposed to win. Because George Steinbrenner is your boss, and, his expectations are very high. When you go to the grocery store or you go to the dry cleaners, that's all they're talking about. It's the Subway Series. So it was a lot of stress in that series, and of course the first game just lived up to it with the extra inning win that we put on the board.
Could you just describe what the environment was like during that series? You mentioned walking out on the street, everybody talking about it, but I imagine that environment had to be insane.
It was sky high. I mean, a lot of times when you go home, you can relax. But again, when you're still in the neighborhood, that's all people were talking about, which is great. I mean, it was great for New York because it didn't matter which side you were on. It was something to look forward to, and we certainly didn't let them down. I thought the Mets had a great team. There were a lot of close games. There were a lot of games that one particular at bat or one fielding play made the difference. And I'm sure as hell happy to be talking to you about coming out on the plus side.
Now, there were some unbelievable individual performances throughout that series. Is there one moment that stands out to you?
Yeah, I think so. We won the first two games, and we had the big lead in game two, and it wound up being not such a big lead, but we won the game. And then game three, we got beat. And then game four, I fiddled with the lineup a little bit, put Derek in the leadoff spot. Now I'm sitting on the bench because, you lose 5 or 6 games in a row and during the season, it's no big deal. But you lose one game in postseason and the momentum switches. So I'm sitting there in Shea Stadium on the bench, shortly before the game, and Derek comes out and goes past me to the bat rack, and he says, I got this, Mr. T. And he sure had it. First pitch, he hit a home run, and all of a sudden you just felt, things tipping in our direction.
A lot of fans are going to be reliving those moments today. Joe, enjoy the day.
I plan on it.
Send it back to you on the field.
Meredith, thank you. Listening to that story reminds you that Derek Jeter made it easy on a lot of managers.
The Mets won Game 3. El Duque pitched very well for the Yankees, but, Bob, what Joe Torre just said so eloquently, I remember sitting in the press box, and the Mets had a little bit of excitement around them at Shea Stadium. They just won Game 3. They're excited about Game 4. Jeter takes Bobby Jones deep, leading off the game, and it was almost as if there's 9 more innings to play, but Jeter helped squash the Mets right then. We know that the Yankees won it in 5 games. One other reflection on Torre. Bobby Valentine was the manager of the Mets. Torre had cut him from the Mets when he was the Mets manager, so there was a little bit of conflict there between those two. And then the other thing about Joe, at the end of the season, there was a moment where he said, there have been storylines in every year that I've been managing, and that was his 5th season as the Yankee manager. He said, but man, this year has been weird. Well, what was weird in September, Bob, turned out to be wonderful in October.
No doubt about that. We're celebrating it here today at Yankee Stadium. We're glad you're with us on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. And when our Old Timers Day coverage continues, we're going to be joined by John Flaherty, catching in today's ball game. Wired up, mic'd up, including with us. Coming up next. Stick around. Yankees Old Timers Day on Yes is presented by Untuck It. Find the perfect perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide.
In the past 10 years, Untuckit has sold more button-downs than anyone else. More shirts, more happy customers, and more stores. But what we don't talk about enough is the insane quality we weave into each style. We're not just selling shirts, we're selling perfection. From our proprietary stay-put collars to unbreakable buttons and heat-lock thread. We also have exceptional quality control, so there's no shrinkage and each style fits the same over and over. Come try us today at untuckit.com.
Any further thoughts?
I think I need to do more with my money. Should I still be renting?
I live with my mom.
How much should I save for my kids' tuition?
What kids?
How early is early retirement? How much is in your 401k?
All my money's in checking.
What does the K stand for?
Ben, what's on your mind?
Could I be doing more with my money?
Let's look at where you're at and talk new goals.
Make sense of your money with Citizens.
Half of young adults are at risk of hearing damage from loud sounds. So why is this happening? We know not to bake in the sun for hours and to get our eyes checked regularly. We buckle up to save lives. And we know that smoking kills. So do poor diet choices and poor life choices. But why are we so reckless with our hearing? We take hearing for granted. Hearing damage from loud sounds is permanent, but preventable. We take common sense steps for our health every day. Let's make hearing part of it. Wear earplugs. Turn it down. Give your ears a rest. Love your ears. Learn more at hearinghealthfoundation.org. Keep listening.
Yankees Old Timers Day on Yes is brought to you in part by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
So with 2 on, 2 out, Luis Sojo will bat. Up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Posada. From the plate. Hits the runner. Into the dugout. Roches will score, and the Yankees lead 4-2. The Yankee bench as they take their second lead of the night.
One of the many big moments in that 2000 World Series win, Jorge Posada, we saw him scoring there, adding that energy and electricity to the Yankees for 17 seasons, a 5-time World Series champion, a 5-time All-Star, and a 5-time Silver Slugger. And just moments ago, Meredith Marakovits caught up with him.
Hey, look at that guy right there, Mr. Jorge Posada, and he is with me right here. Hey, what do you remember about putting the pinstripes on?
Oh, my God. When I got called up in 95, I remember I got to the stadium around 2 o'clock, and I went straight in street clothes to the dugout. And I had to go into the dugout because I was crying. Because that walk in Old Yankee Stadium with, you know, the good Lord and all the saying, all that stuff, I just took it all in. I sat in the dugout, and I went and called my parents. Went inside, called my parents. You know, they called me up. They didn't know because everything happened so fast, and you know, coming from Columbus. But then the game was going to start. I put the uniform on, and number 55. It's just the things. Those I remember. I don't remember stuff, but that you don't forget.
Hey, you spent a lot of your time across the street, but had memories here as well. Is it still special walking into the stadium?
Yeah, you get nervous. You get a little. You want to see the guys. Obviously, coming to a clubhouse is, you know, is familiar faces, and you want to say hi to everybody, and you know, it's very special to come here. You know, Old Timers Day is going to be special, but you know, coming here any day is special.
You mentioned Old Timers Day. You guys are playing this year. Paul O'Neill was up in our booth earlier, stressing out a little bit because he said he hasn't swung a bat in quite some time. You think Paulie still has it?
Yeah, it's got to be. Thank God we're going to have batting practice a little bit, but it's been a while. It's been a while. I haven't swung a bat in forever, especially hitting baseball. I mean, softball you played a little bit in there, here and there, but but this is different. So we'll see what happens.
I know you're still close with a lot of the guys on your team, but is there anybody today that you're really looking forward to catching up with?
There's a few. Obviously that 2000 team, very different. We are a little bit older, and just reminiscing. I just saw Soriano coming in, and people you haven't seen in a while.
We're not going with older, we're going with wiser. Does that work for you?
Veteran.
Hey, that 2000 team being honored today. When you look at that team and what they went through throughout the course of the season, what stands out to you guys eventually winning that championship?
Yeah, it's not like we played in 98 and we won a lot of the games. 2000 we just stumbled into the playoffs. But once we were in the playoffs, we knew how to win. We had pretty much the same team since 99, and it just took us, the season starts now type of attitude, and we knew what to do.
Well, it worked out for sure. Jorge, always great to see you. Thanks for the time.
All right, thank you very much.
Send it back to you.
Meredith, thank you. So if Posada is a wiser player, not older, we welcome in one of the wisest men we know. That would be John Flaherty. You can't deal with that, can you?
Definitely older and maybe a little more mature. I don't know about the wiser part.
Hey, you obviously had a really good relationship with Jorge Posada. You saw him today. What was it like just kind of reconnecting? And
it's great, Bob. I mean, the best part of today is seeing the guys in the clubhouse kind of getting together and asking how their family's doing. And you're right, Jorge and I had a special relationship, but a lot of the pictures that I caught in there, it just reminded me of the bond, like with Roger Clemens, El Duque, Andy Pettit, Mariano. Like that pitcher-catcher thing just never seems to go away.
So all these years later, take us inside, and what are those conversations like? What is a Roger Clemens saying to you on a day where the game doesn't matter, but I bet it probably matters for Roger?
Yeah, Yankee fans probably aren't going to want to hear this, but we talked a little bit about the Red Sox. I came up as a Boston Red Sox, and Roger was the man in Boston and treated me so well there, Jack, that we had a little conversation about that. But the Rocket seems like he's very busy these days from the talk that we had. But the one thing that I noticed, he's into this. Like he was out there throwing batting practice. And typical Roger Clemens, he yelled at me, grab your glove, let's go out there, we got to get loose. So he's ready to go today.
Does that ever dawn on you that he kind of bookended your career?
Yeah.
You caught him with the Red Sox and then in 2003 with the Yankees.
Yeah, and I mentioned that pitcher-catcher relationship, and Bob, that's where it was cemented for me my rookie year with Roger. I didn't catch him a whole lot, but he took me under his wing. He kind of taught me how to be a big leaguer, how to be a big league catcher and work with the pitching staff. And then when we got together, in 2003, where I was more of a veteran player, there was a mutual respect there. So you look back on your career and you remember a lot of the people who shaped it, and I'm lucky enough to be sharing a clubhouse today, sitting right next to Roger Clemens wearing a Yankee uniform. It's just amazing to me.
Flesh, one of the things that former players will say to each other, and I'm sure you've said this to a teammate and they've said it to you, when a guy looks like he's in good shape, they'll say, hey, I bet you could still play.
Yeah.
But you caught Mariano Rivera today.
Yeah.
Tell us how that experience went.
Well, I was nervous when he looked at me and said, let's go Flashy is what he calls me. And, I had the glove, and you remember, Jack, how it felt to play a game of catch with a big league pitcher. But when he threw that ball, the first one, it surprised me a little bit that he still has the life on the fastball, that it just seems like it was a gift for him, and that gift has not gone away. He was ready today.
I need to know, Bob, did it have any cut to it?
It did have some cut to it. Little bit of cut to it, which wasn't a surprise. I was expecting that, and he did not disappoint with that, Jack.
Now, a lot of the fans come out here, they love to see the old-timers take BP. Do you kind of cue into that at all and watch some of these guys?
We talked about being an old-timer, being a little wiser, and I learned a long time ago that a round of batting practice before this is not going to help me at all. So I opted out of the batting practice today. If I do get in at bat, I'm going to go up there without swinging a bat in probably 5 or 6 years, but I swing a golf club regularly, and I swing it bad, so maybe today I'll be able to put the wood on the ball.
Flash, they're celebrating the 2000 Yankees. You have a perspective of trying to beat the 2000 Yankees. What do you remember about that team?
I don't remember a lot, Jack, but what I do remember is that we played them in Tampa coming down the stretch, and it was not, in my opinion, a world championship club. And just listening to Jorge talk to Meredith there, they knew how to win when they got to the postseason. And that was the thing for me, because I went home, we lost 100 games in Tampa, and I went home saying the Yankees don't have it this year. And they proved me wrong, because once they got to the month of October, the experience paid off. They knew how to win.
We have player introductions coming up. We got the game, so we're going to let you go. You got to go chip the rock behind the plate, and you'll be mic'd up too, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go stretch a little bit, Bob.
Yeah.
Make sure that that we're ready to go. The biggest thing that everybody talks about in the clubhouse: do not get hurt today. Do not get hurt. Get out of this healthy and have a good time.
And one of the first things out of David Cohn's mouth when I saw him was Advil. He's saying Advil. He's ready to go.
I'm sure that'll be part of it.
Look forward to seeing you out there, Flash. We got to take a break. Our Old Timers Day coverage continues right after this on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Got the introductions coming up shortly, too. Stick around.
The Bronx Buds are back, streaming on the Gotham Sports app. And this season, they've brought Yes Star Power with John Flaherty.
I'm going to throw you a fastball.
Meredith Marakovitz.
What a wonderful clothing line.
Nancy Newman.
A celebration.
And Michael Kay.
Stand back. Michael Kay is here to save the day.
New adventures, bigger laughs, and more baseball. Hexclad presents Bronx Buds. New episodes streaming now. Only on the Gotham Sports app.
I started Untuckit 14 years ago, and today we have more than 85 stores. I've talked a million times about our perfect untucked shirts, but what I haven't talked about is the quality and detail that goes into making each one. We developed a stay-put collar that never falls flat. Then we sourced unbreakable buttons and a special heat-lock thread. Finally, we have exceptional quality control, so there's no shrinkage and each shirt fits the same over and over. Come try us at untuckit.com.
Old-Timers Day on Yes is presented by Untuckit. Find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide.
Shorty, how are you, man? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Welcome back. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Go Profundo today.
11:20.
You face me? Right there.
Right there, yeah. Let's see what happens tomorrow when I wake up.
Oh, I know. I want Advil. I told him bring Advil out. I want Advil now.
I told you, Jack, right? It's all about the Advil and staying well hydrated today as the temperatures get up to the mid-80s. Good to have you back with us. Jack, one of the other cool things about Old Timers Day like this is in the offseason when Cody Bellinger joined the team, he wanted to play for the Yankees always because his dad did and wear his number 35. Well, guess who Meredith Marakovitz had a chance to catch up with just moments ago? Cody and Clay.
Hey, how cool is this? I have Cody and Clay Bellinger. Cody, what's it like to see your dad in pinstripes?
It's cool. He still looks good, you know. He's in good shape, so no, it's really cool to see him, see everybody out here, and I watched his swing on TV, looking a little stiff, but it wasn't bad.
All right, Clay, what do you think that swing is going to look like today?
It really depends on who I face. You know, they're going to be throwing hard or not, but yeah, we're going to go out there and swing. I'm going to swing it and see what happens.
How much will you watch of this Old Timers Day game?
I'll watch. It's the first time I've obviously been a part of it here, so got a meeting, and then I'll probably take a few swings ready for the game, and then come out here and watch all these guys play.
Clay, how special has it been to watch your son in pinstripes as well?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's been a great experience. Just obviously, watching them through all these years, and then just coming out here. Opening day was pretty special. Like, the whole roll call thing, and just watch him. He's doing well, obviously, so that makes it even better.
Now, obviously, he has had success here. What advice has he given you about playing here?
Yeah, I think he was here with, all these guys here on the field, and I think with my experience, I'm on the field with a bunch of talented guys as well, and really just come out and play your best effort every single day. You're going to have it some nights you're not going to have it, but ultimately you go and affect the game in a lot of different ways, and that's my goal every single day.
Is there any guy, aside from your father, of course, that you are looking forward to meeting today or have met already that you kind of put you in awe?
I've met a lot already. Andy Pettit's around all the time. I saw Johnny Damon out there taking hacks today, so that was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite players growing up. So, just a lot of really amazing baseball players that accomplished a lot in this uniform. So it's pretty cool to be here today.
All right, before I let you go, who don't you want to face, Clay?
Probably Pettit, because I think he still throws. So Stanton looks like he's probably going to try to cut some people off today. Roger probably just throw right down the middle easy.
Wish you both luck today. I know you have a meeting, Cody. Thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you very much.
Send it back to you.
Meredith, thanks. You hope all of that plays out in some way, shape, or form. I know you had the chance to talk to Clay Bellinger on the field here and around the batting cage. What did he have to say about this? Is kind of a double bonus for him. He gets Old Timers Day and gets to see his son play.
He's a low-key guy, Bob, but the pride was oozing out of his pores. To be able to come back and celebrate a championship that you won, but to also be able to be here on a day where your son is playing for the Yankees. And I think we need to take a step back and emphasize that this isn't a high school game or a college game. This is a Major League Baseball game where two members of the family, the father and son, are both Yankees. One of only 4 father-son combinations in history to both play for the Yankees. It was Ike and Ron Davis. It was Yogi and Dale Bearer. And obviously now Mark Leiter, Jr. and Sr. and the Bellingers. So I just think he was so thrilled to be here, but even more thrilled that his son is pushing towards trying to win a championship with the Yankees this year.
We've kept Meredith busy, no doubt about it, talking to players and getting interviews for Old Timers Day. She also had the chance to catch up with one of the first-timers here, Alfonso Soriano. Let's listen in.
I'm here with Alfonso Soriano. Alfonso, first Old Timers Day. What was it like putting on the uniform again today?
It's great. So bring me a great memory, especially, be with that kind of group. So it's a great moment for me.
How much do you keep in touch with some of the guys on your team?
I keep in touch with Capo. So the more important is we see him today and last night. So we have some great conversation and great moment.
What's the best story that was told last night at that dinner?
Oh, man, Luis Sojo and Ramiro Mendoza, they have a lot of great memories. So we laughed a lot last night.
What's your best memory as a New York Yankee?
I had a couple, but I think my number one is my first hit as a Yankees. It's a home and win the game. So I think that's a great moment for me.
Now, I've talked to a couple guys already, and they pretty much voted you the guy who looks like he could play the most at this stage in the game. When's the last time you swung a bat?
I'm working with my son in Tampa. I think I swung the bat like 3 or 4 months ago. So I just working hard in the gym, but I'm not swinging the bat very often.
How do you think you'll do out there today?
I don't know. I just try to, keep it simple. Because, like I say, I'm out of shape. I'm not swinging the bat. I'm not taking a ground ball. I'm not throwing anything. So I just try to be safe.
Did you have this date circled on the calendar, this Old Timers Day?
Not really. So for me, it's a great experience. But I never think that I want to be an old timer. But now I'm here.
Alfonso, appreciate the time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meredith, thank you for that. Always good to hear from Alfonso Soriano, who apparently wins the award for the guy who could play the best based on his shape.
He's jacked. You look at Alfonso Soriano. When he played, Bob, I would have described him as lean strong, skinny strong. But I talked to Leo Estacio, a close friend of his, who was also his translator when Soriano played for the Yankees. He said Sori is in the gym every day. He weighs 240 pounds, and fitness has now become his MO. Look at him in the batter's box there, Bob. He looks like he could play middle linebacker. But as I see him swing, I know we're talking about 2000. I want to go to 2001 for a second. If Luis Gonzalez does not hit a bloop single off Mariano, and if the Yankees get through that inning unscathed, Soriano would have been a hero forever because he had the home run that put the Yankees ahead in Game 7 of the 2001 World Series. Obviously, the Diamondbacks rushed back and won that game, but here it is off Curt Schilling. you're about to be a hero, Alfonso Soriano. But the Diamondbacks rallied.
And you know what's great about that? Those memories linger forever. And he brought up something earlier, the chance to reconnect with a lot of these guys. And it's an entire weekend. They had a dinner last night in the city. They play today. So it's a celebration and a chance to reconnect.
I like what Roger Clemens said about it being a reunion too, Bob, because when you spend any time around these players, you see that the guy who was kind of the most talkative is still the most talkative. All around the batting cage, a lot of bright moments.
The Old Timers Day ceremony is about to begin. Introductions coming up. Let's get it upstairs at Yankee Stadium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Old Timers Day. Please direct your attention now to the microphone behind home plate and join the Yankees in welcoming our MC, Michael Kay.
Well, it's always great to hear the legendary voice at Yankee Stadium. Welcome to the 77th annual Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium. This is always one of my favorite days of the baseball season, getting to see all these former Yankee greats back together wearing the pinstripes and the interlocking NY. And today marks the return of the Old Timers Day game. No professional sports team has a history like the New York Yankees. They've been to the World Series an amazing 41 times, winning the Fall Classic 27 times. More championships than any other team in the history of professional sports. This year, we're happy to have with us members of the 2000 World Championship team as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Yankees Subway Series Championship. The 2000 New York Yankees are the last three-peat champion in baseball history, and the 2000 season was the most challenging of all of them. If anything, the Yankees' 2000 season was a testament to their resilience, heart, and championship mettle. They hovered around 500 for most of the first 3 months of the season, but starting July 1st, they won 21 out of 30 games, and they eventually took over first place for the rest of the season. However, a rough stretch at the end of the regular season had many people counting them out from winning a third consecutive title. After a tough 5-game series with Oakland, they took care of Seattle in 6 games in the ALCS, only to have their crosstown rivals, the Mets, waiting for them in the World Series. The first Subway Series since 1956. At this time, let us all direct our attention to the video board in center field as we take a look back at the 2000 championship season. A season and a team that show you can never count out the heart of a champion.
Well, welcome everyone to the 2000 season. We hit a new millennium. Last century was great for the Yanks. The pitch swung on and into the air deep to left field. Gone!
New York starts 2000 like they ended the last millennium.
Clay Bellinger sends this one high and deep to left field, way back, and it is out of here. Clay Bellinger says, take that.
Swung on and hit high in the air to deep center. It's gone! And the ball game is tied at 7. What a comeback! 7 runs here in the 7th inning.
Posada swings away and hits it deep to left. It is gone! A game-winning 3-run home run on the first pitch.
Swings and hits a high drive to right. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone!
We are tied at 3.
Pitch swung on and into the air to deep right center. Unbelievable! Justice prevails in New York. Justice and Bernie Williams go back-to-back, and the Yankees win the game 4-3.
Off the end of the bat is going to fall. The Yankees are going to win it.
Then Allen Hill comes off the bench. It's a grand slam, and the Yankees take a 9-5 lead.
Tino Martinez with a game-winning RBI single. Another solid performance for Andy Pettit. Swung on it, missed right 3. He got it.
underestimate the heart of a champion. And I think that applies to the Yankees. They are champions, and they know how to win. They have heart. They have experience. And they only need one game to turn it around.
Andy Pettit, another 1-2-3 inning.
Hard hit. Glenn Allen Hill comes through for the Yankees. Soho hits one fair past first and into the corners. And it's 3-0 New York. The 2 belongs to the world champion Yankees.
Nice play. Skip, maybe there is a mystique about Yankee Stadium.
Line to the center field. Insurance run for the Yankees.
And tomorrow in Oakland, the A's and the Yankees will battle it out to see who wins this series.
High fly ball in the right center field. A 3-run double by Tino Martinez.
Popped up to first. Tino in foul territory. Tino makes the catch. The New York Yankees have won the division series. It's 1-0 Seattle. We're in the 8th. Swung on in line. Base hit. Right center field. The Yankees tie the game at 1. And it is off McLemore's glove to right field. Bernie rounds third. He will score.
Skies won the deep right. Javier back. Looking up. Gone. 7 runs on 8 hits in this inning.
The Rocket, Roger Clemens on the mound.
This guy is always capable of overpowering the opposition.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Swung and a miss, he struck him out.
A called strike 3. No hits through 6.
Strike 3, down looking. Clemens is struck out the side, and he pumps his fist and goes down to his left knee.
Roger Clemens pitches the best game you've ever seen pitched. 1 hit, 2 walks, and 15 strikeouts. Swung on in line toward the gap in right center field. It is a base hit. It'll go all the way to the wall. Jorge Posada put the Yankees back in the ball game.
Everyone in this ballpark is standing up. This booth is shaking. And the 3-1. Swung on a drill deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. Into the upper deck. David Justice with a 3-run home run. Get your tokens ready. You might be boarding the subway.
The pitch is hit on the ground to short. Jeter hustles, fields, fires. Got him. Ball game over. American League Championship Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. But now the stage is set for the Subway Series between the Yankees and Mets.
Swung on a drill deep to left field, giving Chase his Justice. Looking up, and it's off the top of the wall. Kicks back to the field. Fielded by Justice. He fires into Jeter. Karras is coming home. Here's the throw. He is out at the plate. Oh, what a relay throw by Derek Jeter.
3 in the 12. This
And the Yankees win the game. A big base hit for Jose Vizcaíno.
Here we go, game 2 of the 2000 World Series. Swing, miss, he got it. Swung on it, hit in the air to deep left. There it is, gone. Yankees are a strike away. The pitch is strike 3 called.
Yankees win the first 2 games of the 2000 World Series.
So Derek Jeter moves into the leadoff spot. And he goes after the first pitch, way back left field. Derek Jeter, he's on and out. Goodbye, home run. First pitch homer for Derek Jeter. Here comes David Cone, 37-year-old right-hander.
Swung on it, popped him up. So Cone comes on to get Piazza.
Strike 3, ball game over. Mariano Rivera comes in and pitches 2 brilliant innings and take a 3-1 lead in the World Series.
That's well hit into left field by Tyler. Up by Yanni, back. It's a 2-2 game. Derek Jeter's gone deep again. Into left field, a base hit. The second is Posada. So with 2 on, 2 out, Luis Soho will bat. Al Leiter with a season-high 104 41 pitches on the night. Up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Posada. Throw to the plate. Hits the runner. Into the dugout. Brocious will score, and the Yankees lead 4-2. Gets into one to center. Back is Brian Williams. A three-peat. The New York Yankees, for the third time in a row, fourth time in 5 years, and 26th time in franchise history, they are the world champions.
Yankees win. The Yankees win. Amazing time. To start the program, we have some very special guests to introduce. Her husband played for the Yankees in the 1950s and helped lead them to 5 World Championships, hitting .333 in those World Series. Later, he became the Yankees manager, leading them to 2 more World Series titles. In all, he was part of 7 Yankees World Championship teams. Representing Billy Martin, let's hear it for Mrs. Jill Martin. He played 13 seasons for the Yankees. He was a Gold Glove Award winner and a 5-time All-Star who appeared in 2 American League Championship Series and 1 World Series. In 1983, he hung up his cleats for the microphone and continued at Yankee Stadium broadcasting Yankee games for 25 years. Representing Bobby Mercer, his wife, Mrs. Kay Mercer. Her husband was an 8-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time World Champion, as well as a 1976 American League MVP. In April of 1976, he was named the 6th captain in Yankees franchise history and was captain of the 1978 championship team. Tragically taken from us on August 2nd, 1979, his locker remained empty until the close of the original Yankee Stadium. Representing the Yankees captain, Thurman Munson, Mrs. Diana Munson. Now we have a special guest that is back for their first Old Timers Day as we help celebrate the 2000 championship team. Came over in a trade in the middle of the 2000 season and would play 68 games for the Yankees, filling in at second, third, and short. It's only fitting that he's the first player from the 2000 championship team introduced today because it was his RBI single in the bottom of the 12th of the first game of the World Series that gave the Yankees the victory. Let's welcome back Jose Vizcaíno. Well, he spent 3 seasons in the Bronx, a member of both the 99 and 2000 World Championship team. He was a jack of all trades for the Yankees, playing every position except pitcher and catcher. And like father, like son, his son Cody is playing multiple positions for the Yankees this season. Let's welcome back Clay Bellinger. This native of Brooklyn has been with the Yankees in just about every capacity. He was a Yankee infielder during the 82 season. He was a manager of the Yankees minor league system. He was the first base coach on the 2000 World Championship team. And today, he is adding manager of the Old Timers game to his resume. Let's welcome Lee Mazzilli. This next guest was neither a player nor a coach, but was synonymous with the Yankees for nearly 50 years. Joined the training staff in 1973, where he would spend the next 39 seasons. He tended to the injuries of almost everyone on the field today and was the trainer for 7 World Championship teams, including the 2000 champions. A big welcome back for Gene Monahan. Well, we have a doctor back in the house today. He signed as a free agent with the Yankees prior to the '96 season. And on May 14th of that year, he gave the old stadium one of those nights that only it could produce as he pitched the 8th and possibly one of the most improbable no-hitters in Yankees history. He'd win 11 games that year to help the Yankees win their first World Series title in 18 years. He also signed with them in the middle of the 2000 season and would win 4 games and save 2 others to help them capture the 2000 World Championship. Let's have a nice warm welcome back for Doc Dwight Gooden. This player had 2 tours in pinstripes, playing for the Yankees in '97 and '98, and then coming back to the team during the 2004 season. A fan favorite who provided a spark off the bench with his speed. He was a .348 hitter during his time in the Bronx. Let's welcome back Homer Bush. Our next guest was a dependable backup behind the plate for the 2003 American League champions. Everyone remembers the night that Derek Jeter dove into the stands, but it was his walk-off hit in the 13th inning that won the game. Now he shares his baseball knowledge with Yankee fans on the Yes Network. Let's welcome back Flash, John Flaherty. This next guest made an immediate impact when he arrived in the Bronx in '98. In his first Yankee Stadium start, he went 5 for 5 with 2 homers and 2 doubles. Over the final 10 days of the season, he had .464 with 7 home runs, including 3 grand slams, and drove in 20 runs. He added 2 more home runs in the ALDS sweep that season. Let's hear it for Shane Spencer. This next guest spent 3 seasons as a Bronx Bomber from '78 to '80. Who could forget the '78 series when he had 3 hits in both Games 5 and the deciding Game 6. He would hit .438 with 7 hits in the World Series and drove in 2 runs in the Game 6 clincher. Say hello to Brian Doyle. Well, this next guy is always a fan favorite and was a key member of 2 World Championship teams. He was an All-Star in '76, and he led the Yankees in both hitting and stolen bases in 1976 and the 1977 championship season. Then, during the '78 postseason, he batted .379, helping the Yankees repeat as champions. One of the fastest men to ever wear the pinstripes, Mick the Quick, Mickey Rivers. A 2-time All-Star. In 1976, he led the American League in runs scored, and he was also a key member of the '77 and '78 World Championship teams. In the '78 ALCS, he had .313, and his home run in Game 4 was the eventual winning run, sending the Yankees back to the World Series. Here he is, old reliable, Roy White. Signed as a free agent prior to the 2006 season, he added a great combination of speed and power to the top of the lineup. He led the 2009 championship team in runs and tied his career high with 24 home runs. He had .364 in the 2009 World Series, and in the 9th inning of Game 4, he would steal second and third base on the same play. Coming on to score the tie-breaking run that gave the Yankees a 3-1 series lead. Always a fan favorite. Welcome back, Johnny Damon. Well, this next guest is back for his first Old-Timers Day. He only appeared in 22 games for the 2000 squad, but really took off the following season when he finished third in the Rookie of the Year voting. 2002 was his best season in pinstripes, earning his first All-Star Game selection, hitting .300 with 51 doubles, 39 home runs, and 102 ribbies, with 42 stolen bases to lead the American League. Let's hear it for Alfonso Soriano. Our next guest was a 3-time All-Star for the Yankees and also hit one of the biggest home runs in Yankees history, also against Boston. On October 2nd, 1978, his 3-run home run over the Green Monster at Fenway Park etched his name in the Yankees history forever as it helped give the Yankees the Eastern Division title. He would then go on to hit .417 with 7 RBIs in the '78 World Series en route to being named World Series MVP. How about a hand for Bucky Denton? This next guest was a fan favorite during his 11-year spring for the Yankees. He was a part of the '77 and '78 World Championship teams, leading the '78 team with a .314 average. After retiring midway through the 1984 season, he would go on to become the Yankees hitting coach, then manager, then general manager, and then manager again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Sweet Lou Piniella. Well, this popular player had a long career with the Yankees. He was a key member of the '77 and '78 World Championship teams. During the '77 season, he smashed 37 home runs, collecting 107 ribbies, both records at the time for a Yankee third baseman, while also playing stellar defense and being awarded his first Gold Glove. He made the All-Star team 7 times while wearing pinstripes and was named the most valuable player of the 1981 American League Championship Series. The Yankees have had a lot of great third basemen over the years, and he ranks up there as one of the best. Let's welcome back Craig Nettles. This career Yankee won 60 games in 1977 and another 2 games in the postseason. In '78, he had one of the greatest seasons of any pitcher in the history of Major League Baseball, winning the Cy Young Award with a 25-3 record, 248 strikeouts, and a 1.74 ERA. He was a winning pitcher in the one-game playoff with Boston, and in the postseason, he just kept it going, giving up just 1 run over 8 innings in the ALCS Game 4 clincher and throwing a complete game victory in Game 3 of the World Series. He twice led the league in wins and an earned run average. He's third on the Yankees' all-time strikeout list and holds the Yankees record with most strikeouts in one game with 18. Ladies and gentlemen, Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. Well, this first baseman was at the heart of the '77 and '78 lineup. He would play a total of 6 seasons with the Yankees and hit one of the most memorable home runs in Yankees history. On October 14th, 1976, the score was tied when he led off the bottom of the 9th inning with a home run that put the Yankees back in the World Series. After retiring, he got into coaching and was the hitting coach on 4 Yankees championship teams, including the 2000 championships. Let's hear it for Chris Chambliss. the 77 and 78 World Championship teams, one of the greatest second basemen in the history of the Yankees, with his steady play and solid offense for 13 seasons. He led the 78 team in stolen bases and on-base percentage. This former Yankees captain appeared in 5 All-Star games while wearing pinstripes and is 4th on the Yankees all-time stolen base list. The third base coach for the 2000 World Championships, always a huge fan favorite, Willie Randolph. He spent 7 seasons with the Yankees, was a key member out of the bullpen for the 98, 99, and 2000 World Championship teams. The 2000 postseason was arguably his best, going 3-0 with a 1.10 ERA. He was the winning pitcher in the deciding Game 5 of the ALDS, and then pitched the perfect 4 1/3 innings of relief in the World Series, getting the win in both Game 1 and the championship-winning Game 5. Let's hear it from Mike Stanton. If there were utility pitchers, this next guy would have fit that role. He could start, long relief, short relief, and even close some games in his 7 seasons with the Yankees. A big part of 4 Yankees World Championship teams, he won 7 games for the 2000 championships, including a complete game shutout on May 25th of that season. Let's welcome back Ramiro Mendoza. Our next guest spent 7 seasons with the Yankees and was a member of 4 World Championship teams. A part of the 96, 98, and 99 teams, he signed with Pittsburgh prior to the 2000 season, but the Yankees reacquired him in August, and he appeared in 34 games down the stretch as the consummate utility infielder. He will always be remembered for his base hit in the 9th inning of Game 5 of the World Series that scored the tie-breaking runs that led the Yankees to their 26th championship. Always a fan favorite, Louis Soho. He was one of the most popular pitchers on the World Championship teams at the end of the last century. He defected from Cuba and signed with the Yankees just before the beginning of the 98 season. He brought his unique leg kick to the majors and would win 12 games that year for the 98 World Champions and 2 more in the postseason, with none bigger than his masterpiece in Game 4 of the ALCS that evened the series. The following year, he led the 99 World Championship team with 17 wins. And in 2000, he had another 12 victories. One of the great postseason pitchers of his time, he won his first 8 postseason decisions, including 3 during the 2000 postseason. The 1999 American League Championship Series MVP and a 3-time world champion with the Yankees. Let's hear it for El Duque, Orlando Hernandez. This Yankee was a key member of 4 World Championship teams. A 2-time All-Star were in the Bronx. In 98, he led the American League with 20 wins. He was 6-1 in the postseason as a Yankee. It was his gutsy performance in Game 3 of the 96 Fall Classic that got the Yankees back in the series. In the 2000 World Series, he only faced 1 batter. Boy, was it a big batter. Coming in to face Mike Piazza and getting him to pop out in Game 4 to preserve the Yankees' 3-2 lead. On July 18, 1999, he would forever etch his name in Yankees lore when he would pitch the 3rd perfect game in Yankees history. Let's have a warm welcome back for another one of my Yes Network broadcasting partners, Kobe David Cole. This next first-time all-timer was one of the greatest pitchers of his generation. He spent 6 seasons wearing pinstripes, getting selected for 2 All-Star games, and winning the 2001 Cy Young Award while in the Bronx. After winning the championship-clinching game in the '99 World Series, he really stepped it up in the 2000 postseason. In Game 4 of the ALCS that year, it's one of the best postseason pitching performances of all time, throwing a one-hit complete game shutout while striking out 15 Mariners. He then followed it up with 8 shutout, 2-hit innings with 9 strikeouts in Game 2 of the World Series. On June 13, 2003, he hit 2 career milestones in the same game when he became just the 3rd member at the time of the 4,000 strikeout club on his way to notching his 3,000th career win. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, the Rocket, Roger Clemens. The Yankees traded for this first baseman prior to the '96 season, and he helped lead them to 4 World Series titles. Not only did he play flawless defense every night, but he also produced 2 of the biggest home runs in World Series history. First in 1998, his grand slam in the 7th inning of Game 1 helped the Yankees lead themselves to a sweep of the Padres. Then, nobody will ever forget the way he made the old stadium rock with his dramatic home run with 2 outs in the 9th inning of Game 4 of the 2001 World Series. But he probably had his best overall postseason of his career in 2000, with some highlights being going 3 for 5 with 3 ribbies in the deciding Game 5 of the ALDS and getting a 1-out single in the 12th inning of Game 1 of the World Series, then coming around to score the winning run. For the entire postseason, he hit .364. Let's hear it for Constantino Martinez. A homegrown Yankee, he spent his entire 17-year career in pinstripes and was the latest in the long line of great Yankee catchers. 2000 was his best season to date, earning his first All-Star selection and winning his first Silver Slugger Award while hitting .287, 35 doubles, 28 homers, and 86 ribbies. For his career, he was a 5-time All-Star, 5-time Silver Slugger winner, and was a key member of 5 World Championship teams. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Jorge Posada. This old-timer spent 9 seasons patrolling right field. 4-time All-Star, he hit over 306 times and was the '94 American League batting champion. One of the fiercest competitors Yankee fans have ever seen. He was a key member of 4 World Championship teams. In Game 5 of the '96 series, with an injured leg, he ran down a deep fly ball for the final out of a 1-0 Yankees victory. His 100 RBIs in 2000 was his 4th straight season of 100 or more ribbies. He had .474 in the World Series that year, but his most important at-bat of the series was his 10-pitch at-bat in the bottom of the 9th inning of Game 1 that ended with a walk. And then he would come around to score the tying run, sending the game into extra innings. Now, he's another one of my broadcasting partners on the Yes Network. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warrior, Paul O'Neill. Our next guest was play his entire 16-year career for the Yankees. One of the great center fielders in Yankees history. He ranks in the top 10 in Yankees history in most offensive categories. 2000 was another stellar season for him as he had .307, 37 doubles, 6 triples, 30 home runs, and 121 runs batted in, being named to his fourth straight All-Star team and winning his fourth straight Gold Glove. He was the 96 ALCS MVP and the 98 American League batting champion. His two walk-off home runs at Yankee Stadium during the 96 and 99 American League Championship Series play helped lead the Yankees to 4 World Championships. He holds the record for most career RBIs in postseason play and is second in career home runs. Time to burn, baby, burn. Welcome back, Bernie Williams. He won 12 games as a rookie in '95. In his second season, he led the American League with 21 wins, and he had 19 wins for the 2000 championship team. For 15 seasons, he proudly wore the pinstripes, giving one of the most intense stares in from the pitcher's mound, and had one of the best pickoff moves anyone had ever seen. He holds a major league record for most runners picked off base by a pitcher. He is third in Yankees history in wins. No player has started more games in Yankees history than him, and he is the Yankees' all-time strikeout king. He was at his best in the postseason, holding the major league record for most postseason wins and postseason strikeouts. He was the 2001 ALCS Most Valuable Player. In the 2000 postseason, he won 2 games, had a 2.88 ERA, and he struck out 18. A 3-time All-Star and 5-time World Champion. Welcome back, Andrew Eugene Pettit. Named manager of the Yankees prior to the '96 season, he led the Bronx Bombers to their first World Series title in 18 years. He managed the Yankees for 12 seasons and is second in franchise history with 1,173 wins as a manager. He is 5th on baseball's list of all-time winningest managers. He is one of only 2 managers to lead their teams to 3 consecutive championships. And in '98, he led them to a major league record 125 wins. During his 12 years in the Bronx, he led the Yankees to 6 American League pennants and 4 World Series titles. In 2014, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the manager of the 2000 World Series champion Yankees, Joe Torre. Not many remember that our next guest began his career as a starter before being moved to the bullpen. He was the 8th inning setup man on the '96 championship team, striking out 130 batters in just 107 innings. Then, Joe Torre decided to hand him the closer's role in '97, and boy, did that work out. He was a 4-time American League saves leader, 5-time American League Roll Age Relief Pitcher of the Year, and 3-time American League Delivery Man of the Year. In 2009, he became just the 2nd player in baseball history to record 500 career saves. And on that same night, he recorded his first and only career RBI. A 13-time All-Star, he was even better in the postseason. He has the lowest postseason career ERA in baseball history. He holds the baseball record for most postseason saves with, coincidentally, 42. He was the 2003 ALCS MVP and the '99 World Series MVP. A 5-time world champion, he was the first player ever to be unanimously elected to baseball's Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to enter Sandman, baseball's all-time saves leader, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Well, before we finish finish today's ceremonies, we have one very important member of the 2000 team that was unable to join us today due to a prior family commitment. Please direct your attention to the video board in center field for a message from the 2000 World Series most valuable player, the captain, Derek Jeter.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there in person this year, but I do want to reach out and say what's up to my teammates from the 2000 World Series championship team. It is hard to believe it's been 25 years. 26th title in franchise history. Last team to win 3 in a row. Quite frankly, might be the last time you see a team win 3 in a row. And we beat the Mets on top of it. And to the Yankee fans, thank you as always for being so passionate, energetic, and undoubtedly the greatest fans in the world. I hope to see you guys soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? Let us now spend a moment in silent prayer as we remember those members of the Yankees family who we have lost since last Old Timers Day. Joaquina Abreu, Eddie Carr, Dorothy M. Connors, Lois Lally Savelli, Joe Fosina, Elsa Gomez, Mary Carol Morris, Mort Olshan, Kenny Skripek, Doug Bird, Rocky Colavito, Bud Daly, Octavio Dotel, Billy Hunter, Rudy May, Lenny Randall, Art Shalok, Louis Tiant, Al Troutwig, Jeff Torborg, Miller Gardner, Luca Guzza Sr., and Ricky Henderson. Thank you, and please remain standing. Robert Merrill was a mainstay at Old Timers Day when he would sing either our national anthem or America the Beautiful. Now the Yankees would like to pay tribute to number 1.5 with his rendition of our national anthem. Ball fans, it's almost time to play the 2025 All-Time.
In the past 10 years, Untuckit has sold more button-downs than anyone else. More shirts, more happy customers, and more stores. But what we don't talk about enough is the insane quality we weave into each style. We're not just selling shirts, we're selling perfection. From our proprietary stay-put collars to unbreakable buttons and heat-lock thread. We also have exceptional quality control, so there's no shrinkage and each style fits the same over and over. Come try us today at untuckit.com.
We know we can't change everything you don't like about shopping, but here at Stop & Shop, we're going all out to improve what we can.
Thank you.
We've seen you doing finger math in the store, but no more of that. You deserve a better way to save.
Heck yeah, I do.
With over 10,000 items always on sale, it's time we actually loved grocery shopping.
Justin, when was the last time you went on break?
I'm on break right now. With so many ways to save, good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
It's great to catch up, Jamie. How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Does that include my cafe?
There are some exemptions for certain companies, but don't worry. There's lots of guidance on the government's website about who needs to file. Check out fincen.gov/BOI. Filing is easy and free. It took me less than 20 minutes.
Looks like I do have to file. Thanks, Jamie. It's great having a supportive business community.
Reporting beneficial ownership information helps protect U.S. national security. Filing is quick, secure, and free. And it's the law. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
77th Old Timers Day continues from Yankee Stadium. We're glad you're with us on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Michael Kay, our colleague, just getting done with the player introductions and everybody in attendance. Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry with you in our broadcast booth. Michael will join us shortly, but it's everything we come to expect from Old Timers Day, Jack, in the introductions and saving some of those big guns for last in terms of the Posadas, Pettits, and Riveras of the world.
I thought it was fitting that Mariano Rivera was the closer, Bob, in terms of the player introductions, the final player to be introduced and to join those 2,000 Yankees on the field and the other old timers who are here. If you look at the Yankees postseason run, Bob, not just 2000, but why they were successful in the postseason, Mariano Rivera is at the head of that list. I remember when they won in 2000, David Justice, who was on that team, said to me, if we had Mariano Rivera in Atlanta, we would have won 3 or 4 World Series, never mind just one. He was that much of a difference maker. 98, 99, and 2000. Mo was 11 for 11 in save chances. Opposing closers against the Yankees, 1 for 5.
So we've talked about this a lot over the course of what, especially when he was voted into the Hall of Fame and after he gave a speech. But the fact that he could succeed with really just one pitch is almost some kind of voodoo magic.
Yeah,
really, when it comes to baseball.
It's bizarre. It's uncanny. He called it a gift from God. He was throwing before a game with fellow Panamanian Ramiro Mendoza. And Bob, his ball was cutting so much, the baseball was cutting so much that Mendoza thought he was goofing around with him and said, hey, stop doing that, because he was having so much difficulty catching that pitch. According to David Cohn, Mel Stottlemyre initially tried to rid Mariano of that cut. And then they realized, wait a second, this natural cut plays. If you can throw a pitch that is the equivalent of a four-seam fastball, but then it has all of that right to left movement on it, and it's going to go in on left-handed hitters, and it's going to go away from right-handed hitters, yeah, maybe use that pitch, and maybe that pitch will guide you all the way to Cooperstown.
And because of that, think about one pitch that's so effective against two different hitters, left-handed and right-handed. You think you might need two or three different pitches to be effective against lefties and righties. He just needed one.
He only needed one, Bob. And Mariano, who is a very humble man, we all know that, he would say, listen, they knew what was coming, and they still couldn't hit it. I could tell them, hey, cutter is coming, and I still couldn't hit it. I remember Jim Tomei, future Hall of Famer, just called it a pitch like any other that he'd ever seen.
I'm throwing changes. Getting the regular season. Well, left turn.
I got that one. I got one.
Yeah.
Both ways, different ways.
And actually, the two seasons, he would throw it every once in a while.
Yeah.
And he'd be pretty good until he almost killed a right hand. Then he put that shit right back in his pocket.
Did he cut?
He'd get underneath and it would upshoot to a right hand.
So we've had David Cohn mic'd all day. That would give you just a sample of that, a great conversation that he was having there.
And what Mike Stanton, a fellow reliever, was saying about Mariano coincides with you and I were just talking about, Bob. Once in a while, he would throw a two-seamer. So once in a while, just to keep batters honest, he would throw the pitch that had a little left-to-right movement. I think it was very infrequent, but the fact that Mariano had that in his pocket made batters baffled on both sides of the plate.
So you see some of the current Yankees, Carlos Rodon actually out in the dugout having a conversation, and that's another part of what this day is all about. The current players connecting with the reunion players.
Yeah, Carlos Rodon was talking to Orlando El Duque Hernandez, Bob, and I spoke to him before the game, and I loved this exchange with El Duque. I said, "Are you pitching today?" And he said, "No." I said, "Oh, you're not pitching?" He said, "I'm throwing." So in other words, yeah, I'm going to lay it in there. I'm not going to be able to be El Duque. I'm probably just going to have to lay it in there for everybody.
Did he say there will be no leg kick, though? I mean, there's got to be a little.
Oh, there'll be a leg kick. El Duque is an amazing athlete. And, Bob, I remember when he came over to the Yankees in '98, as fascinating an addition to a roster that I've ever seen. Just the Yankees were already on their way to a great season. Suddenly, they have this pitcher who is mystical, fascinating, smart, engaging, and loved by fans. You mentioned that leg kick. You need to be an athlete as a pitcher to be able to lift your knee as high as El Duque did, almost hitting his ear before he released the pitch.
Really quickly, just recap that story when he joined the team, because in your book about '98, it's almost like he fell out of the sky in a way.
Yeah, he was obviously leaving Cuba and left Cuba on a boat to defect and was marooned for 3 or 4 days, but always had his eyes on becoming a major league player. So after getting through that ordeal, the Yankees end up signing him, and Bob, he only becomes a pitcher at the moment that he did with the Yankees because David Cohn's mom, who he talks about a lot, the now departed Joan Cohn, had a dog who bit David's finger. So David couldn't pitch. And they said, well, El Duque must be ready. David has a funny line about that. Steinbrenner said to him, okay, yeah, the dog bit your finger. What's the real story? No. It was I think it was a Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah, the dog bit my finger. But talk about a twist of fate. Sure, let a dog bite your finger if it means you're going to get El Duque into the mix.
So one of the great things about Old Timers Day and the return of the game, the first since 2019, is the chance to sort of wonder, who are we going to see in the field? Who are we going to see pitch and catch? We know our colleague John Flaherty will be catching today. He'll be mic'd up as well. David Cohn and Paul O'Neill are. But who else? We see Ron Guidry warming up. Is he going to? Is Roger Clemens, for example? Will El Duque? And how much will they throw? By the way, Meredith Marakovitz is also with us this afternoon, and she's standing by with Johnny Damon. Meredith?
Hey, Johnny, you're about to get out there and take the field. How are you feeling?
Well, I felt a lot better earlier when we got loose hitting, but this is it's going to be very interesting, and I'm playing first base, so I've only played first, I think, 2 innings of my 18-year career, so it's going to be very interesting, but we're going to let Bernie roam center field.
When's the last time you had a glove on your hand?
I can't think that far back.
Hey, what do you enjoy most about this day?
Putting the pinstripes on, seeing a bunch of former teammates, former rivals, and just baseball is a brotherhood. It's a fraternity that we're going to share forever, and there's a lot of champions here, and it's always great seeing winners.
Now, I know you guys had a big dinner last night. Any good stories come out of that dinner?
Oh, I mean, we enjoyed the beer.
We'll let you get out to first base. You heard it right there, guys.
Well, that was Johnny Damon's mic drop right there as Meredith was wrapping up the interview, but he's getting ready to take the field. And, Jack, we mentioned it is a weekend celebration for the Old Timers.
Yeah, they get a chance to not only play this game today, Bob, but as Johnny Damon mentioned, they get together on Friday night, and it's just a reunion for all of them. Now, how about this, Bob? We're getting a glimpse of the lineups for the first time here now. It's going to be Andy Pettitte towing the rubber. And as Clay Bellinger said to Meredith earlier, I don't want to face Andy. He's a guy who still throws batting practice.
So we'll see if Bellinger does indeed get that matchup. In the meantime, it's our colleague John Flaherty catching him. And Flash, are you mic'd up and eared up and ready to go?
Are you kidding me?
Always ready. How's Andy looking? How's the cutter looking?
We could have some fun with Flash, Bob, and ask him if he's using PitchCom. I have a feeling that PitchCom is outlawed in the Old Timers Day. They're going to be going with the regular signs. PitchCom is obviously great.
No.
speeds things up. Looks like Flash is saying no to it, maybe a cutter. Oh, no throw to second base. That's what it was. He did not want to.
Yep.
Didn't want to do that. Wants to save it in case somebody really steals.
Did you see him? He broke everything out there. Curveball, everything.
We got Tino Martinez leading off here, Bob.
Yeah, this is a good opening matchup. Pettit to Martinez, leading things off in the old-timers game, and misses low and away.
So it's the Bombers against the Clippers for anyone who's keeping score. I love the camera angle here. Tino trying to turn on one of Andy's pitches, and he fouls it off. Sorry, Bob, I'm taking over play-by-play. I'm so excited here.
This is just a baseball conversation about the greats of the game getting back out there. You know, we always wonder, are the pitchers going to be competitive?
Swing the bat.
Wide zone. That's a wide zone, Bob.
Are the pitchers going to be competitive and come out?
Right on it. Right on it. Watch you on deck, sir.
I think it's understood. People want us to be entertained. Entertainment is the guys putting the ball in play. Strikeouts are great if someone's throwing 98 and it's an important game for your team, but entertainment is offense.
Tino's doing a great job of fouling balls off. They're trying to get him to put one in play.
Here it comes.
Well, that was an easy rep for Johnny Damon at first base.
And an easy rep for Willie Randolph, looking very comfortable and very fit at second base. And
see ya. Right side.
If what I was told on the field comes to fruition, Bob, Mike Stanton, the lefty reliever, will also get some reps at second base in this game. So we'll be looking for that at second base.
Jorge's in the box.
Still no batter's gloves.
Still no batter's glove. Good point, Coney.
Bob, his dad wouldn't let him wear batting gloves. His dad wouldn't let him use an aluminum bat.
A chopper through the right side. Posada with a base hit. Although I don't think it's a written rule, no stolen bases
right
either, right?
middle.
That's just kind of a given.
Look who the number 3 hitter is. Mariano Rivera. There you go, little replay. Head on the ball. Jorge goes the other way. I'm intrigued by this matchup. Usually it would be Pettit to Rivera in games. Now it's Pettit against Rivera.
Andy!
We go from no batting gloves to 2 of them. One to left.
We did the StatCast exit velo on that, Bob.
Oh, yeah, long time ago. Hey! The tough act to follow, Spence. Mo hit that ball hard. Hey!
Good view from the side. Excellent contact. Mariano Rivera.
Hit that thing hard.
Terrific athlete on any team he played for, Bob.
Please.
Shane Spencer, a little pop. Willie's got it, one away. Did you see he dropped the ball?
He wanted to try and turn too. Shane Spencer was at the Ed Lucas golf tournament that David Cohn runs on Thursday. He was also at another charity golf tournament on Wednesday, Bob. Told me he played with Michael Ruzioni,
really?
The USA Olympic 1980 gold medal hockey champ. And Spencer said, wow, what an upbeat, enthusiastic guy. Loved playing golf with Ruzioni and Ruzioni's son.
So Bellinger getting the matchup he did not want, right, against Pettit.
Every old timers, they have never seen a guy throw breaking balls. So
he's getting the. There's Flash giving Bellinger a little advice here.
Yeah, we usually don't see guys spinning it much, do we?
I think that's what Flash just imparted to Bellinger. Looks like he's up in the box, Bob.
A little stop at third base there, 2 away. Oh, that's 3, excuse me. 3rd out of the inning, and that'll do it.
Posada, I'll warm you up. I'll warm him up.
Good job by Andy, who, by the way, knows these guys because he has spring training and in-season conversations with them.
No, I'm just going to warm him up. And then
He's taking the clean inning. You see him, Vizcaino made that play. Here comes Rocket to start this inning, Bob.
You ever think you call a ball and a strike from the Rocket? It's pretty hard. I never thought I'd catch it.
Hey, you raked one there, Mo.
As Flash warms up Roger Clemens, let's toss it back downstairs to Meredith. What do you got, Meredith?
Well, I'm standing with Ron Guidry. Ron, I know you work a lot with Andy Pettitte with this team in spring. What did you think of his stuff out there today?
We got to refine. We got to go back to spring training. We got to refine it. He was doing good, but you got to give Tino credit. He was fouling off some nasty pitches, so that's what hitters are supposed to do.
What do those pinstripes mean to you, Gator?
Well, look, when you talk about baseball and everything, and you see that NY, that's one of the most notable things that everybody knows, that NY. And to be part of it, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream.
Now, your guy, Mickey, over there, you had some contention with him earlier about the way he was running out to the field.
His nickname was Quick. But it's ironic how times change and you go from quick to I haven't figured it out yet. I was waiting for him to come in because, first of all, he has my glove, and I just wondered how long it was going to take him to get back into the dugout.
I know you're close with him. What was he like? What's he like?
Every team has to have a player like that because Mickey's the guy. Not only is he the spark plug, but his character, his funniness, and the antics that he did on the baseball field were hilarious. So, as a team needs that to keep you from getting too high or too low, because there's no telling what he's going to come out and do on the field or in the locker room.
Hey, I know you've told this story a ton, but tell me about when he ran to second base and the money came out of the pocket.
Oh, do we have to tell that one? Well, he went to the dog track. He had a bad night at the dog track, so he came to the ballpark. He said his legs were tired. He didn't want to play. So Billy went back into his office, called upstairs. He went to see Mr. Steinbrenner, and Mr. Steinbrenner forwarded him some money on his check. So he came, he put the money in his back pocket. He wouldn't leave it in the clubhouse in his pants or in the safe. He put it in his back pocket. Munson hit a ball into right field. It was a single, and it was a hit and run. Now, he didn't see the ball go to right field, so he didn't know where it was, but he was stealing. When he slid, the envelope came out, and the money was flying all over, and he was picking it up, and Munson was screaming and hollering, go to third, and you could hear him, not until I pick up my cash. Munson had to come back to first.
Forever entertaining. Hey, I'll let you get back to the game. I'm sure you'll be out there soon, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Good luck out there, Gator, guys. Back to you.
Meredith, thank you. So what we learned there is the safest place for money is not a safe, but Mickey Rivers' back pocket.
I've heard that story before, Bob. I'm not surprised. How about this nifty 2-5-3 double play? That's Posada to Soho to Tino Martinez.
By the way, that is Posada catching.
Really? Hey!
There's Stanton at second base. There's Paul taking advantage of the defensive edge.
Hey! Oh my God, I just wanted to make contact. He called a pitch for like a Maddox pitch on me. I'm like, I need more than one swing. Come on, Bertie. Hey, you better watch it.
Bob, I interviewed Clemens on podcasts this week, Yankees News and Views, and he talked so
threw me a slider
excitedly
first pitch. I'm like, what?
about being at this game. There's O'Neill talking about the slider that Clemens threw him.
Every other time we've played, they bring Graham Lloyd or somebody in. I'm like, well, I want the lefty, really?
Bernie dropping one into left field. Bernie was thinking too, but Paul was not allowing that, by the way.
I think that was a smart move.
See that range?
On all fronts.
Thank you very much. By the way, Rocket throws me a slider first pitch.
Is that surprising?
And then he threw one in the other batter's box strike. I'm like, I need more than one hack here. I better hack.
The one I want to get out is Bernie. Because I never got him out of the range.
Clemens did pitch for the Savannah Bananas last year, Bob.
Huh?
In a game in Houston. He knew what the script was. One batter hit a 440-foot home run off the Rocket.
Wow. I'm trying to stay moving before I pull anything.
He just did the same thing to Damon that he did to O'Neill. There was some little spin on that slider. I think Johnny Damon was thinking fastball. Watch this pitch, Bob. Yeah, it's gonna have a little. Here you go. Here you go, Johnny. I'm just gonna break this slider off for you.
Yeah, he threw me a slider first pitch. I'm like, really? I can't see it as it is. Now I'm watching a slider down and in. Oh!
Paul, come on. Paul, you got there you go.
Oh!
Bobbled in left. One more check over the shoulder for Paul, and he scores. And he's exhausted.
Man, I ain't scored a run in a while. I made contact. I made contact. Nice. Made contact and didn't pull anything. That's all I wanted. Coney. Yeah. I ain't seen a slider in 25 years, and Rocket threw me one first. I'm like, really? Rocket, what do you lead me off with a slider for?
Slider? Hey, Mr. Smitty's back.
You're not hitting? Not good. Not good at all. I saw him booted out in left field. I thought, good, I don't have to push this thing.
Okay.
I just want to get to the booth today in one piece.
The pitching change, Jack. Ron Guidry coming in.
So, Paul, you didn't like that slider is what I'm grasping from your conversation.
You know what? Rock has never thrown me a slider first pitch in his life. It was usually at my head, but then the other one was outside. I didn't want to make a fuss about it, but it was outside. And I thought, I need more than one hack at this at bat, so I better just start swinging.
So Paul had a problem with an umpire's call of a pitch. Now that would be a first, wouldn't it?
Well, you know what? I looked back at him and asked him, and he was almost embarrassed. He said he missed it. Oh, is that right? God. I wouldn't play well in this day and age. I'd be fighting with the computers now.
I'm going to tell you.
Paul, were you going all the way on that hit to left?
I'm glad you took it. And then Mr. Smitty was going to show up, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm glad it did. I'm glad you hit my bat. And you had no second baseman, too. Made it look good. So, Rocky, you, the Bananas game, you actually went at it?
Yeah, the Savannah Bananas talked me into pitching a game in Houston, in my hometown, obviously. And I thought I was just going to throw out a first pitch and run for mayor. Next thing you know, I got a pitching inning. And full disclosure, I had to ice for 3 days straight.
Oh, my God. So tell me seriously, 25 years? They go that fast? Huh?
It's unbelievable, Paul. It really is. It's great to see everybody. 25 years, and we were doing some winning with, like I always said, with great teammates.
Yeah, winning something, man. It's more fun than losing, right?
I know how to clear out of my locker when you came up to it.
Rocket, all I know is when we played Seattle, usually the first one went over my head. And all of a sudden you got traded over the Yankees, and it kind of changed things. I do appreciate that, by the way.
Yes, I got you.
We got a yes.
This is going to be hard.
Yes matchup. We got Coney against Flash.
Can't even get there in the air. It's going to be ugly.
I got you.
What are you featuring today, David?
Hopefully just right there.
Coney's usually really good at laying them in there, right, Coney?
I'm trying.
We'll try to get out of here quick. I thought we took care of each other.
That's right. That's right.
Inside corner.
I'm sorry. I had to do it.
Reason, Rodon.
You okay?
Wow.
You got me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
That never gets there.
I know, right?
This looks fun.
We're not backing up bases today.
Bragging rights.
Well, you got to understand, when you make an error out there, it's not really an error, because nobody can run to the bases.
No. I think if you just get through and you're healthy and you don't get hurt, it's a win.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I told Max I'm going to stay in shape till I'm like 65, so
I had to thank Coney for that.
You guys kind of get gypped, though, because when I started playing...
Can I pitch for the grass? Can I move up to the grass?
You're David Cohn. You can do whatever you want.
Now you got clowns like me out here. You know, you don't get the true thing of old timers.
Yes.
You included. There's some pretty cool names out here. I mean, between you, Soriano, and Damon, I'm not sure who has the best physique.
Nah,
you're up there.
Well, don't look under the hood. It doesn't work too well. No. You guys have a good one, man.
Whoa,
Take care.
it, Jorge.
Let it go, Jorge. You ain't got to break.
Jorge, still blocking it. Did Jorge hit you?
It's like we're back in 2000, Jorge, right?
Bob, as Coney faces Brian Doyle, we should point out Brian Doyle's story. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2015, yet still makes it out to play in this game. So you talk about baseball players being heroic. Good for Brian Doyle that he's still out there.
There we go.
Dino, you see that first move? Do it, Jorge.
Damn.
Do it.
Sorry, Jorge.
Tino's got that one.
That hurt. That hurt. Sorry. Did I hit you? Where'd I get you?
It's 2-0 Clippers and 1-0 John Flaherty, I guess, against David Cohn.
2-0 Clippers in an inning where Roger Clemens, Ron Guidry, and David Cohn all pitched. And you're right. Flash gets the W on the infield single. RBI. Tipped his cap to the crowd.
And a little collateral damage. Everybody was involved in that, the TV crew. Flash, Coney, and our camera guy gets plunked.
Yes, Pete Stendhal.
Yeah.
But Pete's tough. Look, didn't even flinch. We also should point out Vizcaíno had a single in that inning. If you want to retrace your steps back to 2000, Vizcaíno had a very important single in 2000. He obviously had the game winner in Game 1. Joe Torre started him in that game, Bob, because he had really good numbers against Al Leiter, and he ended up winning the game late.
Well, we heard Meredith talking to Ron Guidry earlier and about Mickey Rivers. Let's get down to Meredith with Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, how are you enjoying yourself so far today?
Yeah, you know, I'm doing great. You know, I got a chance to see some of the guys, you know, I normally don't see during the course of the year, and I'm happy to be out here with them. You know, it's a blessed year for me.
How much do you enjoy this game and reconnecting with some of your old teammates?
Well, definitely. I really enjoy this. You know, I got a chance to see some guys I don't see in a period of time. And, you know, that's that enjoyable time would bring back to you. I'm still thinking I'm a little younger than I want to be out there with these guys. Every time you see them, you think, oh, man, back this time, you know, by the time we had this, you know. So it brings back that good, joyful time being out there playing ball.
All right, be honest with me. Could you still steal a bag?
No, no more. I stopped a couple of years, maybe 2 years ago. When I turned 77, I just stopped cold.
And was there anybody today that you were really looking forward to seeing?
Oh, well, definitely this team. I just want to see this team pick up. And I just want the guys to know, you know, you got to play the game like you play. Why you come up and can't play the game how you come up with. Play the game the natural way, how you've been playing the game. All of a sudden you come here and think the major league going to change it. The major league going to change it. You're going to change yourself. They don't learn the pitching when I'm hitting. You know somebody pitcher. I know we got an out pitch. I know what pitcher going to throw a little stuff like that. You know, instead of reading the book, learn something about the pitcher you're playing against, you know, and the players you're playing against, how to play this player this way or this different like that. And that's the big key to the game right there. Knowing that little small stuff gets you over. And nope. Merit, I hate to say this, they don't worry about the batting average or nothing like that. Everybody happy. I go out and I strike out 2 or 3 times in a day. Hey, I'm mad with myself. The manager ain't got to say nothing to me. I'm mad with myself. I'm going in that batting cage early till I get through working on some things I want to work on, and that's the way you should be.
Well, I saw you out there today. Mickey, thanks for the time. They're back to playing baseball out there.
Oh, definitely. Right back.
And back to you guys.
Meredith, thank you. John Flaherty back behind the plate. How you feeling about that knock, Flash?
Pete, man, I'll tell you what, I feel pretty good. David Cohn always takes care of the guys. Throws it right down the middle. Oh, boy, TT.
Andy Pettit at first base with the scoop up.
Pick.
Another pitcher who is very athletic.
No stolen bases this year, buddy. All right.
The Duke.
An infield single of the most generous kind.
Spoke to Homer before the game, Bob, about his son, Homer Bush Jr. He's a center fielder for the AA Montgomery Biscuits in the Rays system. Draft prognosticators and folks who study the minor league system ticket him for a major league arrival in sometime in 2026, perhaps. But Homer very proud of what his son has been able to accomplish.
By the way, did you notice Duque checking his infielders for the double play, the potential double plays? Mike Stanton bats.
Wants to get out of the inning. Stanton had 2 wins in the 2000 World Series. Michael said this during the introduction. 4 1/3 scoreless innings. He was in the running for the MVP, Bob. He didn't get it, but he was in consideration because of how much he contributed.
And now he's the second baseman, by the way. Willing to play anywhere, by the way. And it did sound like we were going to see him pitch a little bit later.
Tino Martinez is coming up, Pete. This guy's got some pop. He's in good shape. I'm calling your shot. I'm calling it. Oh.
That away.
Down and out. Make a play.
Tino goes off, and it's going to score a run.
Homer Bush flashing the speed. Spencer out there in left field just telling the fans, hey, I couldn't get to that one.
Jack, I'm going to step aside right now. Michael Kay going to jump in as you and I get set for today's pregame coverage.
Turn it! Yeah.
Posada from the right, from the left side this time, hits into a double play, and there's that pitch that El Duque was looking for to get out of this inning. How about Brian Doyle being part of that? Really cool to see.
And Bucky, we just saw the infielders go into work there. What'd you think about the double play turn?
Awesome, man. B's got good hands. He hit it right at him. Thank God. He didn't have to go left or right.
Have you been out there yet today? Are you getting out there?
Oh, no. I'm not going out there. I got to go to a wedding tomorrow. I don't want to take a chance of getting hurt limping around over there.
Smart man. What is it that you loved about the game when you were playing?
Oh, just the camaraderie, the game itself, it's a great game. It's a beautiful game. And even now, watching old timers, run around, it's just awesome.
I saw Jazz Chisholm Jr. come out. He was talking to you and Mickey. What were you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about a bunch of things. I was teasing him in spring training. He came out and said me and Willie, they were going to break our double play record, and I said, really? You going to do that? Yeah. So I was just busting him up a little bit, but I love him, He's a really good player, and he's got a lot of tools.
Well, it looks like that is it for baseball this afternoon. The game appears to have been wrapped up, so we're going to send it back upstairs to Michael Kay, who is standing by in the booth. Thanks.
Thank you, Meredith and Bucky. So one inning shorter than we thought it might be, Jack.
Yeah, so the Clippers get the 2-1 win, and I know the numbers are irrelevant. Michael, you know how excited fans are just to see their heroes back on the field again. So whether it's Cone or Clemens or El Duque or Posada or Bernie or Mariano, who I think wins the award for the hardest hit baseball of the day, it's just a fun experience for the fans.
Although I got to give Flaherty some credit because I thought he hit a very well-struck ball too.
Flash against Cone, so he gets bragging rights.
Of the yes guys, who do you think did the best?
Oh, gosh, you're really going to put me on the spot like that?
Absolutely. That's what
I'm going to say the fact that John Flaherty on an 80-plus degree day is throwing the gear on behind there and then is getting a knock off David Cone, and the fact that Flash is the one I see most frequently, he lives a half a mile away from me, I'm going with Flash.
And O'Neill got a hit. He squeezed the ground ball through the infield.
O'Neill got a hit, but then since our viewers heard this, I think he told 6 different people that Rocket threw me a slider. He's not supposed to throw me a slider.
Well, we'll get that during the game, too, at least 6 times.
Bring it up. Rocket also threw Johnny Damon a slider, Michael. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was a nasty pitch. Johnny Damon was swinging from his shoes, probably expecting a fastball. Is Flash still hooked up? I don't know if he's got his earpiece in. I think he gave him star of the game.
He threw everything off right. Look at Johnny Damon's hair, huh?
That's a flow.
He cut his hair to play with the Yankees, though. Remember that?
He did.
These guys just had a great time. All right, we're going to take a brief time out. We'll come back with Bob and Jack with the pregame show as we lead into Game 2 of the 3-game set, Yankees and Astros.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out for an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $239 per month lease on a 2025 Accord LX.
I started Untuckit 14 years ago, and today we have more than 85 stores. I've talked a million times about our perfect untucked shirts, but what I haven't talked about is the quality and detail that goes into making each one. We developed a stay-put collar that never falls flat. Then we sourced unbreakable buttons and a special heat lock thread. Finally, we have exceptional quality control so there's no shrinkage and each shirt fits the same over and over. Come try us at untuckit.com.
The big stuff. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. Tell me, just who do you think you are?
Lease the 2025 Tiguan S for $299 a month. Limited inventory available.
right here. The bus trip was short. No way we could lose that series with Mr. Steinbrenner. You know, this is his town, so I was very thankful we could do that. I remember carrying Joe Torre off the field. I remember the craziness in Game 2, which affected everybody else but me. I think I went 8 strong innings, so business as usual. So, but it was fun. The fans were just amazing on both sides, and what else sticks out? Oh, somebody complained. One of our players complained about how terrible the visiting locker room was at Shea. And before we know it, there was 3 furniture trucks pulling up. Mr. Steinbrenner delivered couches, recliners, everything. So we felt pretty spoiled.
Obviously, that was the one we had to win against the Mets there. And I remember in Game 3 or 4 when they intentionally flooded our locker room over at Shea Stadium after the game was over, when Steinbrenner had brought in new couches for us and all that. I'll never forget that.
And you look at that team, you guys went through a lot of adversity throughout the course of the year. How are you guys able to persevere in the end against your crosstown rival?
Yeah, you know, so many things happen throughout the seasons, you know, and that year we had our ups and downs throughout, but we knew once we got into late September and October that we knew how to win. We knew how to play winning baseball, good defense, not make many mistakes, and get the key hits.
We had this great thing that started in 96 with Joe Torre. Had a little hiatus in 97, and then 98, 99, and then 2000 was, you know, I think it was a little bit harder than all the other championships because we already had a bullseye in our back saying this is the team that we got to win, we got to beat. And for us, it was like, you know, it was just another year in the office. You know, we had that great run, and we put a lot of great expectations in that team through that run. And, you know, we expected nothing less than winning the championship.
We really were struggling going into the postseason. I think the last 2 weeks of the season, we were the worst team in the league. And it's like, oh, gosh, but, you know, postseason hits. And I think at that time we had already won several championships in a row, and I think the boys just knew how to flip the switch and turn it on when postseason hit.
We finished the season in not a good end. We made the playoff, all right? But after that, it was like, okay, we have a mission to accomplish, and we can't stop until we accomplish.
A couple of the guys said we were not going to lose that series. We needed to get it done for Mr. Steinbrenner. Just what did winning mean to him, and how much pressure did you guys feel during that series?
We weren't pressure. We weren't pressure at all. We were playing the game that we know how to play, enjoy as much as we could. Playing for Mr. George, it was something special, amazing. You know, if I have to do it over again, I will gladly, for free, will do it.
What a day of baseball and a day to celebrate the New York Yankees and the 2000 World Series Championship. We thank you for joining us on Old Timers Day on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.